Alright, welcome back to Tales of Arise, my Friday stream, which is late, like the past couple of days, such that it's actually Saturday now, but let's not worry about that. So, I'll be running through more Arena today, continuing the main story. There is quite a bit of, quite a fair amount of side stuff left to do, it seems.
We should be able to cook here.
They still all seem to be higher levels than what the main mission is, so I'm thinking I focus on that first. Now there is something I want to do before we get to Rena. And that is, I want to try making some of these weapons, which obviously I don't have the materials for. And I'll probably get these materials on Rena, but I want to see if I can get some of these. I think that sure about I might be able to get the mystical Lumion core. I think I can get the indomitable Gargantua bone pretty easily, so I kind of want to get that. At least get Law his next weapon, and get Kisara her next weapon at least. So my plan to deal with that is to go to the wedge. I'm gonna fight them big dudes.
We've reached our destination.
Yeah, I'll also be eating a bit here at the start of the stream. I grabbed some food. Someone had like a bag of peas out there that was mainly uneaten, and I'm like, damn, I really don't want them to get a waste, so I guess one reheated them. And slap some butter on them, and I'm like, alright, I'll just eat this fucking bag of peas. I grabbed some fried rice. I got a nice bottle of green tea. I will be eating a bit at the start of stream. I'm curious, I don't actually know. Like, these aren't the enemies I'm looking for. And I'm here at the wedge. Get the indomitable to get the indomitable Gargantua bone. So I am curious though what exactly I can get from these. I don't remember what to do. They might give me something useful. Which is why I fought it.
Wow, look what I just found.
That was very not useful. Alright, I'll know not to do that again. So the enemies I'm looking for are going to be over in this corridor here, the two like big fucking Dark Souls demons, and then there's two like right here as well, and they should give me the materials on it. In fact, well, these enemies are such a non-threat. I could Actually, probably eat while I'm playing, to be honest.
No choice.
I just change battle mode to auto.
On your
You got
knees.
company!
Elf and beat him up.
I don't feel like my usual
What are
self.
you doing? You alright? Let me handle this one.
So sorry to disappoint you.
And this gives me a chance to eat.
Here I come.
Oh, I still have to hit the
We work well
finisher
together.
button though.
Like a finely timed waltz. Rising water.
The shadows! Holy land! A wailing beast!
Alright, I think even on auto they don't use the boost link though.
I've been doing really great lately.
And I have to move forward, of course. But this gives me some additional autonomy to eat. I'm dealing with all this. I will run past what I'm using though. I don't see a point on fighting enemies that are like this many levels lower if they're not gonna give me like, you know, the items on them. God damn it.
No choice. Scream. Come one, come all. Resonate with the earth. This one's gonna be tough. We turn the tables on him.
There are still more left.
Right. No time to hold back. Double demon fang. This is bad, right?
Yes, Alvin!
As
Very
impressive as
bad!
always.
I don't. And here I hoped I was improving. This calls for a celebratory drink.
Oh, those give the mystical unicorn. I do need those as well, actually. I feel like I should take control against these two, but I think it's going to be fine.
Rising Falcon! I have no limits! Chronic Spear! Eternal Devastation! Eagle Ray! Demon Fang! Soaring Light Spear! I'll burn it all! Flaming Pillar! Fire!
Wow, we've seen the other Mr. Gart and it only put me putting it in auto mode. Well, that is the second time we've seen it. I managed to get it once. I myself got it once.
A wailing banshee of lightning!
Glacial Spear.
Whirling struggle!
Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang!
A wailing banshee of lightning!
They smite with
A whirling struggle!
elusive deity!
Winds of water! Hear my call! Water! In here! Hear my call!
Dragon Swarm! Eternal Devastation!
I'll heal you all! Radiant Star! Alright! Now! Back into the front! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Alvin!
It's time to end this battle!
I'm right beside you! Aim between heaven and earth! Glacial Spear! Here's the evil! Freeze Lancer!
Demon Fang!
Let me help! First aid! Winds of heaven!
Here I
First
come!
force!
Down on the ground!
Do it!
Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
I know fine weapon material when I see it.
I need a fair amount more than that. I know I'll get, you know, some running through right now. I'm just kind of trying to get some for Maws and Gusara's next weapons that I can get now. Nope.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Rending you a bloody I'm ready! I'm ready! Soaring Alpha! We did it!
As impressive as always. No, I mean, you're even better than ever.
I've never seen Xion actually repulsive. It'll take more than brute force to win.
I'll try to provide that strength.
Your astral arts are truly
Wow,
incredible.
looky here.
More mystical Luminicorn. Those things are kind of worth fighting with. They're kind of worth. I need a fair amount more. Like, I need a whole lot more mystical Luminicorn. There's a lot of weapons that actually take that. I don't want to fight you. I mean, I guess I wouldn't be the one fighting, but still. Or we'll kill these dudes for the mystical
Let's see
Luminicorn.
what you've got.
A chain between heaven and earth.
Not
Also pop this if you
Lightning.
guys.
Glacial Steel.
Since they open you can do stuff.
I'll take you all on. Try this. And fire turret. Double demon fang. Eternal devastation.
They gotta give you something to do now, maybe.
In a bind, me.
Take this. No escape.
Negative capacity shield.
Now,
Double demon fang.
up and at 'em. Let's go.
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Did I need more Rending Titan Fang? I might have. That might have been worth fighting those dudes as well. Heal up.
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
I'll have a lot of him.
Take this. Demon
I
fang.
would do it for that.
Double demon fang. Destruction. Eternal devastation. Destruction. Crush. It's too much. Hold nothing back. Sonic thrust.
This one keeps charging us.
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it. I'll leave it to you. Coming through. Ha!
Oh, yeah, I didn't get that on you. Fuck.
Scarlet Inferno.
Let me show you what my art can
Swallow
do.
blade. I owe you one. Destruction.
Anything in armor is all mine.
Soaring blast. Sword rain alpha. Eagle ray.
So, Xion just said, let me show you what my arts can do.
I have
Alright.
no limits. Double
Alright.
demon fang.
There's a fucking P in there. I heard art, like the super fucking British way to say ass, and I'm like, wait a minute. And it sounded like she said, like, let me show you what my ass can do, and I'm like, wait a minute. And the fuck,
Coming
you know,
through. Ha! Now.
that's the only
Scarlet Inferno.
I don't want to be showing that to the whole squad. Probably only
Hear my call. Can't be spread.
Look sharp. Lightning tiger blade.
This should come in handy when crafting weapons.
Bro, I only got one indomitable gargantua bone. Excuse me. I do need the megafauna bones, to be fair. The other item they gave me. I think it's called megafauna bones, right? Do need those as well, so I guess it's not terrible. Can I go back in here at all for any reason? No. Let's stop pulling that up. I want to bring the map up. Let's go back to the island.
You guys want to rest here?
Oh, I can get her this. Neat. Ooh. Ooh, I'm gonna have that's a juicy attack and magic attack boost, and then the penetration boost is also really good. Ooh, that's fucking looking good. I'm gonna have to get that. Well, I don't have enough for both, but I might not need both. So I guess I could hold off on this and get her this, because it's just better. Oh, wait a minute. See, now you're... I'll probably pick this up too, to be honest. Just save first, to be honest. So what I want... I'm probably gonna get this, just to get it. For cosmetic reasons, right? But let's get this first for Doling. Right, got that. Let's get this for Law. Let's get this for Kisara. That's a big boost to attack, magic attack, and penetration for her. So that's pretty nice. So I should be able to get both of these, right? Yep. So I'll get this just to get it. Cosmetics. And then I'll get this big ass cannon for Shion for cosmetics. Alright, so that's a good amount of weapons there. I was able to get still a fair amount I gotta go, but these are some pretty nice upgrades. Only 4 more to go for Kisara. 2 more for Lano. 1 more for Doling. 3 more for Rinwell. 3 more for Shion. And 4 more for Elfin. Interesting. I didn't get anything to sell, did I? I did, actually.
I'm impressed how well balanced this thing is.
I mean, you didn't even get a new weapon, Elfin. I'm gonna just let the AI fight some shit while I continue to eat.
Gotta break through!
Oh, they're surrounding us! Here's evil! Freeze Lancer! I never miss! Insects should stay on the ground. Now!
Victory is within reach. Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours truly. This is handy.
Rising Falcon! Take this! I'm ready! Raining slash!
Can't go!
Dragon Swarm!
I can't imagine what we'd do without you, Rinwell. Who, me? That's a little much. I'm serious. You're a lifesaver. That was almost too easy. No enemy can stand against us.
If only every battle went so well.
I see that I maxed out on King Gigafang. So let's go sell some of those real quick. See if there's anything else I'm super full up on. This seems to be the King Giga thing. I'll sell about 20 of these. Check the bottom of that list there. Yeah, those are looking good. I mean, I kind of want to just let the AI just run around and kill shit on random, but I would actually have to take more of an active role in that still, and I'd still have to, it would actually be a lot more important for me to be hitting the boost links and shit. Which obviously I'm not doing very much.
Who, me?
I'll leave it to you.
That's a little much, don't you think?
I'm ready.
serious.
This could be
I'll
useful.
just kill random shit around here.
Right, here goes. Here I come. Dragon Floor. I'll face you. Sonic Thrust. Blended Rock.
Are those arms
Do it. Come and face me.
I thought you were going to wreck the place.
I'm not nearly finished yet.
Then I'll provide assistance however I can.
as impressive as always?
Where I hope that isn't.
No, I mean, I've never seen Shion
I
actually
don't
look
understand, right?
flustered.
Like, I'm eating the food, right?
Undefeatable.
Unflappable.
Got it on a plate, obviously,
Unfazable.
And most of all,
with
we're
a spoon, right? So I'm not touching the food at all, and yet my hands still feel fucking greasy. It's like actually unreal.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Rising negative. Here I come.
These things really get on my nerves.
I'm ready.
Not much longer to go.
Come on. One final push.
Let's do this together, Alton. I can't imagine what we'd do without you, Manuel. Who, me? That's a little much. I'm serious. You're a lifesaver.
Hey! Hoodle's quivering! I think we're about to be real lucky!
A fish! You saw it too, right?
Can I just like sit at the dock and let Cesar automatically fish?
Discourteous, aren't you? I'll face you.
Try this.
Benediction light.
Infernal Torrent.
Heal! I shall ensure you survive this.
You are in tip-top shape!
As soon as I'm done here, come help out.
How could a girl ever say no?
As impressive as always.
Here I hope there will be food.
No, I mean, I've never seen Shion actually look flustered.
I think I'm getting stronger.
These materials ain't particularly useful.
Out of our way!
Scream bass.
Come forth!
Here I come. Devastation. Rising Phoenix. Come one, come all.
Lightning!
Demon Fang.
Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Arts require
I'll stop its charge.
Thanks, Kisara!
Try this.
Yours are not the skills of just any warrior. Driven and talented. A fascinating art there.
Care to give it a try?
No. A little unrefined for my taste.
That's how you judge them?
Alright, you know what, let's rest, see if I can get a cutscene. See if we have another skit to watch. I know I have one with each squad member, but I don't know if it'll show it to me or
Doing
not
some
right now.
thinking?
Nah. It just occurred to me that our journey's been going for a while now.
Is it
Yeah,
a
you know,
wonder
it's been
to you
80
our
plus
group has
hours
held together this long?
Across.
Maybe.
like
We've
over
got
a month.
Danans, Renans, a lord, a mage, and even a guy from another time. Yet here we all are, leaning on each other as travel companions. It's like a minor miracle.
If anything, I'd say it's proof. Proof that as long as we accept each other for who we are, we can all get along.
And with understanding comes togetherness. Yeah, we are more than enough evidence of that.
I've always had a thorny relationship with others. Quite literally, as it
Oh,
happens.
the pawns.
I figured that it was easier to give up on intimacy, rather than having to go through all of the pain of rejection. I mean, is it any wonder I grew thorns around my heart, too?
But now,
Right. Now, I still have my thorns, of course. But they don't cover my heart. I know now that there is more than one way for people to relate to one another. It was you and everyone else here that taught me that. Everyone that you brought together, Alphen.
it wasn't just me. I mean, sure, I invited a few folks to join us, but swordsmanship's about all I have to offer. Everyone's taught and supported me just as much as I have them.
You see, that's what I'm talking about.
What do you mean?
I mean, you're fine just as you are. The bonds that you form with others, they shine more brightly because they're mutual. It's not just one bond for you. It's many, each with a heart of its own. That's what makes them special.
Oh. Alphen, lightning bond. All right, what do we got? Greased max AG. Thunderfang. That sounds pretty sweet. Increased boost strike damage, KO prevention, over limit extension. That I don't know if I noticed there was multiple, like, we had like multiple KO preventions before. Interesting. I feel like I noticed it happen in combat, but I didn't actually like think about the fact that I got multiple KO preventions before. Interesting. Interesting. Penetration plus 40, resistance plus 50. What's this one's got? Elemental defense plus 40. Well, I want this. And
Why are you
up.
staring at me?
I
More
could
skits.
ask the same thing.
So this is how the Sovereign and Maiden are supposed to look. You two go great together.
They really do.
Law, come stand between us.
Oh, sure. You want me to put something white on as well?
Of course she doesn't.
Take a closer look, Shion. It's a miracle.
What are you talking about?
This outfit, it's already got blue accents on it.
Oh my
So
god.
I see.
It's a Christmas miracle. Outfit actually had. Oh, it does have blue accents in here, right?
Hey, Alphen. Why do you like spicy food so much anyway?
You know, I haven't thought about that before. Maybe because when I couldn't feel pain, it gave me that kick I was craving.
But now that you can feel pain again, wouldn't your tastes have changed?
No.
Did you like spicy food when you were younger?
Not as much as I do now. At some point, it just became something almost like an addiction, I guess.
I can most certainly relate. Once you've had your fill of ordinary food, you cannot help but seek out more unusual fare.
I don't think that's got anything to do with Alphen's tastes. Although I won't deny that you definitely have a thing for exotic food. The stranger the better.
I just wish I could have gotten you into sweets like me, Alphen.
I like food that's dense and keeps you feeling full myself. It helps you last longer when you're on the move.
We all know you're a quantity over quality kind of...
What was that?
Nothing. I lost my train of thought.
You know, I've also noticed Shion's not really into the same kind of food most Renans are. Could be it's got something to do with the way she grew up.
That's so me. Even when I was little, I was all about food that gives me strength. All meat, all the time.
And I guess Kisara is so good at cooking fish because she can catch them herself.
I'm only good with fish because it used to be the easiest thing to get. When you work with something long enough, it comes naturally to you.
I like fish just fine, but what I really like about your cooking is how it tastes homemade. It reminds me of what my mom used to make.
Really? You know, I used to cook a lot of meals for younger kids, and they said the same thing.
When you get down to it, I guess the things a person cooks and the foods they like say a lot about the way they've lived.
Yo, even more.
What? Hey guys, I don't see any of our food anywhere.
What?
I know! The bag we kept it all in has vanished! Some Zoogles must have gotten in behind us and swiped the whole thing while we were fighting.
What?
Huh? What are you guys talking about?
This affects you too, you know! We lost all our food, including all those sweets you love so frickin' much!
What? How could this happen? Those sweets are the highlight of my day! Oh, so hungry.
Hunger is like that. The moment you
Well, I
know
feel
there's
like
nothing you can
Kisara's
do
like
about
organizing the
it,
bag
it
or
becomes
something.
that much more unbearable.
Whoever did this, I swear I'm gonna make them pay for stealing our supplies.
All that's left now is this one lonesome apple.
Law?
What? Hey, don't look at me like that. I picked this apple myself. I'm not just gonna...
Food.
Hand it over.
Stay away! Ah!
Hey, I'm back. Huh? What the heck happened here?
The whole unity of the party just
Only a
fell
pointed
apart
reminder
like
of
that.
how dangerous a food shortage can be in a collective. A serious problem indeed. And one we should all be mindful of.
I see. Does it have anything to do with why you're holding our food supply bag behind your back?
I see. Totally, my man. He's just there holding the bag behind his back while Law's over there dying. Alright. Sounds good, Dolly. I guess he just did that for science. Alright, I'm gonna go take my plate out. Wash my mitts. I'll be back in a moment. And I can actually get back to playing manually. I am back. I really only ended up eating at the start of the stream there just because I would have ate after the stream, but just ended up eating the start of the stream just I didn't want them the bag of peas just going completely to waste, you know. I'm sure you've been sitting here enjoying this scenic view of these scenic shots of the campfire. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to break this up and continue. Now, how do I want to handle this? I really want to make the fish steak at some point, but it's the boss fish though. Only have one. And like, you know, fruit sandwiches would just be better, to be honest. Like, all around. However, I might go bust like the fish steak here just because I want to see. I feel like Kisara would have something to say about this. I feel like she'd have something to say for this. Let's make it.
Thanks for waiting.
I feel
Eat
like
as
she's
much
gotta
as you
have
like.
a get on this, right? She's gotta have something
Well,
to say. Yup.
how's it taste?
The meat is just the right texture and firmness. You can easily taste all of the ingredients that went into it.
I'm impressed you can cut up such a huge fish.
The basic procedure doesn't really change whether a fish is big or small. All it takes is practice.
Still, I feel a little bad eating this fish. It's supposed to be a pretty rare species, isn't it?
I'm the type who fishes for food first and foremost. Once I catch something, I cook it up with care so it doesn't go to waste. Don't worry, I took an imprint of it for posterity before I turned it into steak.
The meat is so thick. It almost reminds me a little of beef.
What's the difference? Isn't it all meat at the end of the day, regardless of where it comes from?
Says the guy who always complains about it not being red meat whenever we have fish.
Look, as long as it tastes good, I don't care what it is.
Even vegetables?
I'm talking about meat!
It looks thick because that's how big the fish was. There's still plenty to go around, so feel free to have more if you want it.
Sure, I'll take another slice.
Better grab it while you can, everyone.
Shion smiley face, what? Damn, I can't watch the other ones right now. Fuck. What? Shion smiley face though? Smiley face?
Shion, could we talk
What
a moment?
happens? What if we can we go beyond the bounds of smiley face?
I think it's time we go to sleep.
Yeah, maybe I should have waited to eat until after the stream. My stomach ain't feeling too hot now.
Did you get enough sleep?
Oh boy. Where can I go to here? I feel like I have to go in combat to change if it's on auto mode now. Let's go into combat.
Go no further!
There we are. Auto, semi-auto, and manual. Back to manual.
You're mine! I'm not done! I'm not! Damn it! That fucking is driving me mad! Twin Ring Alpha! Double demon pack! They got flyers!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
All yours!
Do it!
Sword off! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Barely a blip on our radar.
No, I was gonna rest again, but I don't think we used any CP or took any damage. Alright, well, I guess I don't need to rest again. Let me save. And figure out these accessories here. I want to see what everyone's currently rocking, you know? I made some accessories like last time I streamed, like I don't remember if it was yesterday's stream or the stream I did before, but I did make some items. I didn't level them up though. I'm thinking I should level them up now and swap over to these new level 5 items. And then I might pull some shit off of some of my previous items and put them onto the some of the slots in the new ones. I just want to see if there's any other potential items here that I would want to make. I don't really see any that are crazy to the point I want them. I guess item drop rate up wouldn't be bad. Getting one of these would probably be alright. I'd have to figure out what specific one I want though. And right now, none of these are really jumping out at me. I guess this one is actually kind of alright. It's a lot of extra elemental defense. This one's not bad. Resistance, wind damage, and elemental attack. Area drop rate up. That one's kind of alright. I might grab one of these. Damage, earth damage, penetration, and charge rate. Boosting charge rate. I'm kind of thinking one of these. I don't know who I'd give this to who has wind damage though, because I'm gonna obviously give all three of my like more magic attuned squad members the well, two of them will get the. Actually, I think I got 4 of the elemental attack ones, right? And there were 2 of the elemental, like, defense type ones, like the elemental attack damage reduction. So, I feel like this one would be more useful. But you get bigger boosts on this with the resistance and wind damage. But I think defense in general is just kind of more useful. Wow, this shit's worth 10k though. I'm gonna make a tough call. I'm gonna go with this one. And now I have to enhance these bad boys. Yeah, I got 4 of these, 2 of these, and one of these. So I'm gonna upgrade this. I'm gonna upgrade both of these. Those will go to this set here of these 3 will go to the one will be going to Elfin, one will be going to Law, one will be going to Kisara. And then I'll upgrade 3 of these. I'm gonna have to figure out what ones I want. And these 3. Upgrade 3 out of 4 of these, and then like the 3 I upgrade will be going to Xi'an, Rinwell, and Dohalim. So this is gonna be interesting to try to figure out how I want to do this. So yeah, I'm gonna upgrade both of these first. I'm gonna start from the more expensive one, I think. This is gonna be rough trying to upgrade all of these, I think. I'm gonna do what I can. It's gonna be tight. One maxed. Only 5 more to go. Oh yeah. Yeah, how do we scroll down faster? Look, I kind of want to keep the ones that have good bonuses, but I might want to grab the bonuses off of them and put them onto something else later, you know. And I like just kind of just a flat stat boost, just super nice. 2 done. I do have all of these as well. Don't really want to use these though. Actually, not the ones I need, because I can pull off specific bonuses if I want them. Now let's see, of these 4 here, what one do I want? Like, what ones, rather? Well, I think the water damage one would probably be pretty good. Kind of thinking this one. And then we got attack plus 20 or elemental attack plus 20. I'm thinking either of these would be pretty good for Dohalim, because this one gives attack plus 20. And he's, you know, kind of good as both a physical and elemental attacker. Or, there's this, more elemental attack with earth damage, and he has a lot of earth moves. I think this would make sense for... have to be Shion or Rinwell, but I don't remember who has more water attacks. I want to say Rinwell has more water attacks, but it might be Wind that I'm thinking of. I'm not sure. Yeah, either way, I think I'm gonna go with yeah, I think I'll upgrade this one first. Actually, let me back out.
Hey, that looks pretty good.
Let me save just in case, you know. Just so I can figure out how this transfer skill stuff really works, you know. Just because I don't know, like say for example, I'll like take this, right, and I want to swap out like alertness with let's see here. I don't really have anything that's that crazy that I want one of these ones anyway. But let's just say, for example, I want to swap out like alertness with attack plus 20 or something, right? I don't know if I have to, like, obviously in this case, I didn't upgrade the magic emblem, so I'd have to upgrade it to activate that skill, but if it's, the slot's already unlocked, right? Say I maxed out the magic emblem and the level 4 slot's unlocked, I don't know if I have to re-unlock it. My problem. That's why I'm using a save to test it. Yeah, let's go with the water damage one first. So only 2 more. I'm picking this one. And I don't know, I'm not actually kind of liking the look of this one more than this. So I feel like there's too many things on here I'd want to change. I'd have to fully tailor this one. The only thing I'd probably really want to keep on there is the attack plus 20. And plus 20 is not crazy, so it's like, I don't even know if I'd really want to keep that. I mean, I'd keep it, but, you know, I'd want something better than just plus 20, so, yeah, I don't know. Do this one next. I'll just dump all the level 3 ones on it. See what happens. Oh, pretty well. There's still so many more. I guess I should have used those over the level 4s. Alright, now let's go with this one. I think this one just kind of makes more sense. Dump a bunch of level 3 ones on it here. Oh, already maxed. Alright, well. So now, I'll save again. And think about who I want to give these new items here to. So obviously, this one here I'm not going to use because I didn't max it out. But the other 6 I'm going to use. And Elfin's getting one of these 3. I just don't know one. Gion's getting one of these 3 here, either this, this, or this. Rinwell will be getting one of them 3 as well. Belhalim will be getting one of them 3 as well. Law will be getting one of these 3. And Kisara will be in one of these 3. No, I don't know how I want to handle this, though. I don't know what one I want to give to who. I'm kind of thinking, Let's give... So I got a good idea on what I want to give to Dylan. And what I want to give to him is this one right here. And... I think I'm going to get rid of these bottom two things there. But I have to think about for what. So let's get rid of the magic emblem, or give him the magic emblem, I mean. And what he was using previously, this one here. Probably gonna yoink that elemental attack off that. Put it on here. Go to transfer skills. Go to this one. And then we go to the one he was using, which is right here. I do want the attack, but the elemental attack is better because it's plus 60. I mean, that's 3 times the plus 20 there, so I'm going to grab the elemental attack. And, put it over alertness. Alright, so it does just... So the slot's still unlocked, and I don't have to re-unlock it or anything, alright. Good. Let's see who has more water-based attacks, I guess. So we go to arts. So did she ever get... She had her other mystic art. Where the fuck is it at? Still not up here. Whatever. So she has 6 water-based arts. Zamal has 7. Let's check Earth. So she has none as far as I can tell, Earth-wise. And Runewell also has none, alright. Well. It's kind of a pain in the ass. I mean, Elfin has 3 Earth arts. Dohlian has 6, we already gave him the 1 item. Law has 1. Keyscar has 6. I'm gonna leave it paused right here. I gotta run to the bathroom, my stomach feels like shit. Once again, oh boy. And here I was, fresh out of the shower too. Shit pisses me off, dude. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm finally back from a hard-fought battle in the bathroom. Hopefully the situation is resolved, you know. Well.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
So I gave Dohalim his new item. But I didn't give items to anyone else yet. So, let's see here. I almost feel like I should give her one of these, but she really doesn't have much in the way of, well, I don't know, I guess she'd be alright with elemental attack, I suppose. I feel like these would do a lot more for the others, though. Which is why I really don't want to slap that on her. Kind of prefer one of these. So I guess I'm thinking I go ahead and give who I would actually prefer to give the water attack to. I kind of feel like the extra health here would probably be more useful for Ringwell, to be honest. So I think I'm going to give her this. Give her the extra health. Transfer skills here. The one Ringwell has. And what was she using here? I think it was this one. So I think what I'm gonna do for her. I'm gonna make the choice. I'm gonna give her. I'm gonna pull from her previous item. Penetration plus 120. Exchange for alertness. And then move she on with this. She's resisting right now. So we'll give her this. No, this one. Right. Go ahead and give her that. Let's give her this. She had a resist ring, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go something off of the resist ring. I'm thinking I'm just gonna do the straight elemental attack. Although more water damage. If I just go full board fucking water damage, that would be interesting. But let's go normal elemental attack. Give that to her. Now then, for the other three, I have to decide what I want. I guess the earth damage would do best with Kisara, so I'm kind of thinking this Kisara. I guess I'm kind of thinking this for Law. And then I guess this for Elfin. I guess. I don't know if this one really makes sense for Elfin though. But Law doesn't have any water moves. Neither does Elfin. Their base moves don't make sense for any one of these three. Kisara has one, two. Two water moves for her. Elfin has 0, I believe. But I'm gonna go ahead. I guess I will give her the one with earth damage, because she does have earth type moves. So I'll give her the earth damage. And I kind of like all the stuff on hers, to be honest. However, I don't think she needs casting time. So I'm going to give her this one. But I'm going to go in, transfer skills here, I'm going to go to hers. And I'm going to go to the item she was using. I do believe is this one here, the opal. And I'm going to pull the defense plus 60 off of this in place of casting time. I don't know, maybe I should give this to Elfin and this to Law. Water damage doesn't do shit for either of them. But I think Law would get more out of the health. And then I don't know if they have to be like active on the field for one of these to proc. I don't know. I'm thinking I do just give him this, to be honest. Yeah, we'll just give him a lucky bangle. And then from the lucky bangle, I will put on he had a resist ring. I'm gonna give him this. Could go even more drop rate up, I guess. I'm gonna go with the penetration though. 120, that's kind of huge. And I'm gonna put that in place of down damage. And then finally, our man Elfin. I'm gonna resist ring. I want the fire damage, but I want the resistance, elemental defense. I ain't worried about the plus 20 elemental defense, but I do want the fire damage, and I want the resistance. So I don't know what I want more. Now, so one of the ones that give me fire damage, yes. Yes, I could pull multiple fire damage things. I honestly think I might go pull fire damage off of both of these, put one in the casting time slot and one in the freeze resistance slot. Or I could get rid of water damage. He doesn't actually have water damage, to be fair. Like water-based attacks. I think the freeze resistance would actually be more useful for him. But I feel like I haven't dealt with too many things that actually do freeze-based attack. I'm gonna pull fire damage off here. I'm gonna put it on casting time. I'm gonna go to his again. I'm gonna go to the resist ring. I kinda don't want resistance. That's plus 120, that's kinda huge. But the fire damage though. This one's gonna be a tough call. But the plus 15 fire damage, I think I might have to do it. I think I gotta do it. I really think the freeze resistance would be more useful for him, but I kinda wanna keep water damage on there. But he doesn't have any water-based moves. So I kinda think I get rid of the water damage. Which makes more sense. But if I leave water damage on there and I feel like I need to swap this to someone else later on, I could... The water damage could be useful along with the fire damage, so I don't know. I'm gonna make two real tough calls here. I'm gonna go with the fire damage over the resistance plus 120, and then I'm gonna keep the water damage over the freeze resistance. So I think his is good, right? Kisara's is looking good. Laws is looking good. I kinda wanna change some... like one more thing on each of these three though. I'm gonna pull attack plus 20 off. Not a big deal, but I'm gonna take it over boost gauge charge rate plus 8 to be honest. Well, I think going good. Coup de grace do. Damage dealt from arts that consume all AG by 15%. I don't really think like, I'm still not sure on how that works, so I kinda would rather have a flat, just boost. Something. is why I'm kind of thinking about taking light damage or wind damage for her. Let me check the arts list here for these two. See the one wind one for her. There's 7 I see for Ringwell. I guess 10 for light type ones for Ringwell, I guess. I don't know if I should be looking at the lightning and then like the light symbol next to that. 'Cause I'm kind of looking for that light symbol, but I don't. Maybe I should just be looking at light strike. I don't know, because there'd be even more then. Because I'm not sure if these two say blast strike, but they got like the little light symbol there, so I don't know if that counts as. Because she would have 6 light-based ones. Well, I guess either way. I think for Rinwell, I'll grab wind damage. Might be foolish, but I think for Shion, I grab light damage. That's kind of what I'm thinking, but I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Alright. So I now have some finely tailored new items and new accessories for the whole squad. Let's rest up. I still have the effect of the boss fish.
I've got to keep my equipment in tip-top shape.
Like the fish steak using the boss fish, so I'm not gonna do that.
Kisara, let's talk for a bit.
I'm not gonna eat.
So, Kisara, once this fight is all over, I'm guessing you plan on heading back to Vicente?
Yeah. I've seen and learned so much traveling Dano with you all. I want to see those lessons applied back home. Hopefully I can use that knowledge to help reform Menancia even further, so it can be a model to other realms. What about you, Alphen? What's your plan?
That's a good question. I think I would be happy just to be able to put my fighting days behind me and live a calmer, more peaceful
I see
life.
you're gonna build a cabin and retire.
Granted,
with
all I've ever known is how to swing a sword.
Shion.
I'm not sure that switch will be so easy. Still, as long as I have somewhere to come home to, somewhere with a roof and 4 walls without any holes in them, that'll be good enough for me. It would be a home with enough food to make sure I don't go hungry, and a warm bed at night so I don't freeze. It wouldn't have to be anything fancy.
You've always been modest like that. But you're forgetting something else that makes a home. Family. What if you and Shion...
I hate to make this conversation all about me. Is there anything you want for yourself once things are over?
For myself? I've never really thought about it.
Way to dodge the.
Well, there is one thing I can think
quickly
of.
eject from that.
I don't know if I should
thought.
say it though.
Yeah?
I want a fishing pond.
Really?
Yeah, I've been thinking about it for a while now. I love fishing, but it's always been such a process to actually do. You always have to make all these preparations before you go out and fish. It'd be nice to have a place I could visit without that hassle. Dig a pond, fill it with water, and get some fish for it. If I could do that, I wouldn't have to worry about Zeugles, and everyone could use it.
You really do love fishing if you're even thinking of ways to help other people enjoy it.
I do. Just don't tell him I said any of this, okay?
Him? You mean Dohalim? True. If he caught wind of it, it might turn into a way bigger project than it really needs to be.
Not only that, he's still determined to make Vicent's residents happy. But personally, I feel his power would be better put to use elsewhere. So if I ever get around to making my fishing pond, I'd rather do it on my own.
Well, if you ever need help, don't hesitate to ask. I don't know my lures from my rods, but I can definitely help with any manual labor you need.
That's sweet of you to offer. I think I'll take you up on that. And then, with the fish I catch there, I could treat everyone to special home-cooked dinners. I'm getting excited already just thinking about it. I suppose I never realized until this conversation that I had any dreams like that for myself. Thank you, Alphen. I'll take watch tonight. It's okay.
Yeah, I'm maxed out. Relationship with Kisara. Nice. Fine.
Rise and shine.
What?
We're almost ready to...
About a stream. Forge a strong bond with Kisara, reminding her it's good to dream a little. Alright. Neato. Alright, let's go ahead. Let's save the game. And, I was also thinking about it. I'm curious to know what happens when you finish the game. And by that I mean like I'm curious, like I still have all these side areas to go through, right? I'm curious if the game just ends, credits roll, wham, back to title screen, right? And you can't continue afterwards, or if it's like, yeah, you can resume the game, but before you beat the final boss, like something like, there's a few games that, do shit like that. Mainly, like, what I'm thinking of is, Ratchet and Clank, I know does that a lot. Or, can I continue to do shit after I finish the game? And like, something like, I continue to explore and all that, and do other side shit I missed and all that. Something like an Elder Scrolls game or something, And then, like, because like Scarlet Nexus was like it put you back before the final boss, right? If you load the completed save, so like I'm curious how that's gonna work. I hope I can go and do all these other side things, because I want to do them, but I want to do them after I do the shit on Rena, because Rena seems like it's a lower level. I was hoping to spend a lot more time on Rena the stream, but I spent an hour doing... Well, I spent like half an hour eating while I let the AI fight shit. And then spent a decent amount of time watching skits. Right, and then spent like an hour making them fucking items. And like customizing them and whatever. Figuring out who to give them to, we're like half an hour to an hour. And then it was like, what, like half an hour, 40 minutes or something in the bathroom because of my fucking stomach. Fighting for the XP.
This one will be difficult to predict.
Okay, here I go. Down on the ground. Damn it! It's time.
These ones will run rings around us.
Sword Rain Alpha.
I'm about to pounce finally pop that for the iPhone, you know.
Now you see what I can do. The fluidity of your movement is simply incredible.
Alright, there's the Alpha Wolf now.
Say no more.
Well done.
Take this.
Now, Howard.
I think my team has it.
A chain between heaven and earth. A wailing fury of lightning. I'm ready here. This ends now.
That'll do him.
Consider yourself finished.
I can't believe it fell out of Dolan's combo.
I need to be stronger.
Let's do 80% for now. I'm curious. I want to go down here. Are enemies gonna spawn in the elevator again? No. Alright. That was a pretty good amount of... a lot of enemies last time on the elevator. A lot of XP gained from fighting them and materials. So I was kind of hoping that I could fight them, but obviously that, you know, not fighting them makes it so I can go for longer.
This one's tough, but we have no
Having
choice.
to get to a campfire and recharge.
You picked the wrong fight. Ruin it. You got flyers.
I've got this. Let a marksman handle it. Heaven and earth.
All yours.
A wailing banshee of lightning.
Oh god damn it, you fucking piece of shit bees.
I can carve through armor.
It's over. I'm ready. Commander of Heaven.
Phoenix Cyclone!
Far beyond the darkest sky.
It's on.
Glacial Spear!
I'm not done.
Evil.
You're finished.
Resonate with the earth.
Freeze Lancer.
Swallow blade.
In here.
Short range alpha.
Lock! Get toasty!
Burn strike.
All disasters made here by
Take this.
Far beyond the darkest sky.
Short range alpha. Double
Now.
team.
Astral energy.
Say no more. Got.
Well done.
They smite.
That'll bring you down!
No escape. I'm not done.
Searing
Dragon Swarm.
Reload.
Swallow blade. Short range alpha.
Pull them away.
Cool.
My exploits are bearing fruit.
Kind of want to heal up the whole team, to be honest. It didn't really take too much of a damage, you know. 80%
No choice.
Can't get out of this.
Take this. I'm not done. It's over. I'll kick you all off. Swallow blade.
Your reflexes will not serve you well here.
You're mine. Strike.
All disasters
You're finished.
made one. Come forth and healing the
I can
journey.
carve through armor.
Leave the ensnaring.
God damn it.
And pummeling to me.
No escape. Dragon Swarm. Tornado Swallow blade. Short range alpha.
I'm ready.
Astral energy. Full throttle.
A flawless victory!
No
Naturally.
further.
You're mine.
Dance on the wind.
Lunar corruption. Dragon Swarm. By the power of lightning orb. Illuminate the dark.
Another incantation ruined.
A chain between heaven and earth. A wailing banshee of lightning.
Dragon Swarm.
Burning
Swallow
stronghold.
blade. Short range alpha. It's on.
By the power of water. Go get her.
You're mine.
Aqua.
No escape. You're finished.
I'm ready.
Victory is within reach.
Dig deep and we can do this.
Impressive fervor, little one.
What would I do without you?
Ah! Take this. Coming
They
through.
popped this on his ass.
Now.
On racing.
Scarlet and
Yep, kill them both.
this is the power of the blazing sword.
So I already went in there last time. There's a chest in there and a big ass monster with a few other enemies in there. So I'm gonna not go in there again. It's already dealt with that last stream. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna actually full heal for this next one because I'm gonna be fighting this giant ass mantis.
Guess I misread the landing.
Get lost!
Try harder! My turn! It's over!
Resonate the new everything, Chloe. That's disgusting enough.
I'm not done!
Bloody howling!
Sword rain alpha! Double demon fang!
Amazing.
You're mine! I'm not done! You're finished! Sword rain alpha! Double demon fang!
This one's mine.
Try harder! You're finished!
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
I really didn't stop that way too late, so I can try the next one actually. Unfortunate.
It's over! Dragon Swarm!
Mega Ray!
Benediction light.
Sorry. I didn't want to put you out.
What are friends for? We can't depend on them.
You're right. I'll bear that in mind.
Eat dirt!
Behold,
Oh,
the Earth pulse! Tectonic vision!
I'm going to need to use all the
Take this! Strike! It's over!
Shattering the pieces! Attack! Here I go! Or won't save you!
Mega Ray! A chain between heaven and earth. Power of water.
Dragon Swarm!
Lightning.
Swallow blade!
Breath of life!
Sword rain alpha! Try this! Coming through!
I was trying real hard to do the Mystic Heart and not the goddamn
Scarlet Inferno!
Breath of life!
flame edge or whatever the thing that, destroys my heart back.
Holy quiver.
I don't know what I'd do without you.
Perhaps now isn't the time?
I really don't.
Struck! Dragon Swarm!
Sleep now.
I'm ready!
In an instant! Impact Clock!
We got him.
We're a pretty lethal combination, aren't we?
What can I say? I had a good partner.
I need to heal up the team. Well, there's nothing else back here, right? So that's clear. I'm gonna have to go in there, but let's see if there's anything over here first. The answer is no. Seems like there was an item here, but I already read it. Pineapple gel. Well, let's go in here, see what we got going on. Series of rooms, corridors, extra side room back there. Set of enemies.
Brace yourself! This one's tough!
Raging cascade.
Struck!
A whirling
Everlasting shock!
Dragon Swarm!
Soaring blast!
Eat dirt!
Eagle ray!
water.
I'm not done!
Pesky airborne scoundrel.
Sounds like a job for you truly.
Damn,
Look sharp!
this should do some big damage for
Chain
us.
between heaven and
Hell yeah.
there. A whirling cascade.
Pop this stupid thing. Knock it down, do some good damage. Good enough for me.
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
We turn the tape in an instant! Impact Clock! We work well together.
Like a finely timed waltz.
Bloody howling!
That'll do.
Looks like it could be worth something.
Item back here, what do we have? Bunch of money. definitely need that. Nearly all of what I have. Heal it, yeah. Oh.
You got company.
Here I go. Demon Blast. In a bind.
I think he can do anything else.
This one's mine.
Here I come!
Resonate with the earth.
Annihilation.
It's like mine. On your Flash. Armor won't save you.
I'm ready! Totally! In an
Alright, that's
instant!
one down.
Impact block! We work well together.
Like a
This man's up in the ceiling. Head straight, stuck in the ceiling, I see. Well, he does have less health, so I'm gonna go for this one.
That'll bring you down.
Also probably has a concussion for flying and like all the way up into the ceiling and slamming his rotor on
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone.
the ceiling of the room, so yeah.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet and... This is the power of the blazing sword!
They give some good shit. Mystical Lumina Core, Lustrous, Astral Core, not bad. Definitely need a lot more of the Mystical Lumina Core, so... Okay, I'm gonna walk away from that for now. And I'm gonna go back here. I wonder if I can just real quick just save the game. And sneak over here and grab this crystal here. Alright, I'm gonna just leave you to your business. I got shit to do in this other room. You understand, right?
Those
There's a
thorns.
chest in there.
I'm not letting them get in our way!
Clearly gonna be some enemies that pop up, probably. Right? So open this chest, I feel. Most likely.
Hey,
close.
new equipment!
Wait, there's actually no enemies in there. Okay, I mean, sure. So that's new armor for Rinwell. Alright. Yep. So I'm happy with that. I guess I'll